Hello everyone. I thought that because we're so close to the end of the term, it's probably a good opportunity just for a final catch-up and a reminder about a few things that are going on, particularly for Year 12 students, but some of this will be quite important for Year 11s as well. So I want to congratulate you and thank you for all of your efforts during this really extended period of remote learning. I know it's been challenging for many students. We know some students have thrived, but it's certainly been different and quite hard in a range of ways for a lot of students. So congratulations on your perseverance. And we have 2 weeks of school holidays coming up, 1 week, one further week of remote learning, and then we're back to face-to-face classes from Monday, October the 12th, and you'll be aware of all of those things. In the meantime, of course, we have the GAT for students who are doing a Year 12 subject on Wednesday, October the 7th, so the first Wednesday of next term. You'll receive a letter and some other information in the mail in the next few days from the college. It'll contain advice about the GAT, a navigator booklet, a letter from me with some details, and it'll give you the preliminary information about the GAT. You'll also receive a follow-up email during the holiday break that will tell you, if you're a student, exactly which room you need to go to on the day of the GAT to sit that 3-hour test. Please look at both of those pieces of communication quite carefully, and just be aware that even though on October the 7th the GAT commences at 10 a.m, we're going to need you here about 45 minutes earlier. We have different rooming arrangements this year. We have a COVID-safe plan in place. All schools are required to provide at least 4 square metres of space for every student. That means we need many more rooms. We'll actually be using, I think, parts of the theatre and virtually every room in the college. So we need to get you to the right place, so that email telling you which room to go to will be quite important. We'll also be requiring you, as we understand at the moment, to be wearing face coverings. We'll be doing temperature testing, and that's one of the reasons that we need you to arrive early. So please be on the lookout for that information about the GAT that will come your way very soon. To our VCAL students and to students, whether you're doing the VCE or VCAL and undertaking a VET study, we know that some of this has been quite challenging because we've got practical components and assessments to complete in VET. We know that some of you have been able to come in. The teachers have organised sessions for you, and you've been able to come in and get some of those competencies ticked off and complete some practical work in VET subjects and in a couple of other areas as well. So good on you to those students who have been able to do that. That will certainly help. To our VCAL students, we're expecting advice in the next day or so just to confirm what we think is going to happen, and that is that schools are going to be given a bit more flexibility with assessment of VCAL. I think across the state, principals and teachers have been concerned that some of our VCAL students feel that they've been left behind a little bit because the focus has been so much on the VCE. I just want to reassure you that your success is just as important to us as it is for students undertaking the VCE in Year 11 or Year 12, and we'll have some practical advice and coming to us from the VCAA in the next day or two that'll just confirm for us some of the flexibility that exists within VCAL and allow us to, in some cases, derive results for you so that you're not disadvantaged. It's really important that you complete and that you complete successfully. So we'll be in touch with you about that as well. I want to remind students about our revision sessions and our academy classes. There was a Compass post on this on August 21st. So if for some reason you've missed that or the other reminders that have come out, and you're doing a Year 12 subject, then please go and look at that. We're providing free access to revision lectures run by external organisations where we've got former students coming in to run academy classes. All this to help with your exam preparation, revision and preparation for exams is being provided to you free of charge, but there's a booking process. You've got to make sure that you book in. So please check out that Compass post back on August the 21st, and if you need further information, email your coordinator, email me, email Meredith Fettling, and we'll put you on the path to making sure that you can get the best that you possibly can out of that experience. We also have on Saturday and Sunday, October the 17th and 18th, we have our practice to perform, so our practice exam sessions. We're providing you with opportunities to do those remotely as we have to at the moment, but we're also, once school resumes face-to-face, we're doing some of that on that weekend of October the 17th and 18th. And again, if you look at your Compass feed, you will see that there's an opportunity to book in, and we want students to take advantage of that. Sitting practice exams for students is really, really important. I can tell you that around the state there are students who will sit 15 or 20 practice exams, or complete 15 or 20 practice exams, to make sure that they're comfortable with the format, that they can manage their time well. So that practice is really, really important for you. Teachers are going to give you practice exams to do and encourage you to do them, and they're going to provide you with feedback on those practice exams. If you're a Year 12 student, please engage in that exercise. There are lots of ways to prepare for exams, and doing practice exams is one of the really, really valuable ways to use your time. It's important that you do use your time the remainder of this term, and as I'm speaking to you, we're recording this on Thursday morning, it'll get to you soon, but you've got precious little time of this term left. You've got a 2-week holiday break. It needs to be a break for students doing Year 12 subjects where take a break, but you really need to be making sure that you use a lot of that time productively. And please stay on top of everything in that first week before we come back to face-to-face learning on October the 12th. Year 12 students, our graduation ceremony and our last day celebrations for Year 12, we've sent you some information about this, and thank you to those students who have provided us with feedback and suggestions. We understand that Year 12 students are not going to have the same experience that Year 12s have been able to have in previous years. That's just a function of COVID, but we're determined that we'll do something and that we'll make it a fun day and a great experience for students. And thank you to those students who did engage with Kylie Hand through the Google Meet session and had a discussion about some of the possibilities. So please, if you're a Year 12 student, keep your eye out very early next term for information about grad and about the last day celebrations for Year 12s. Thanks for your time. I hope that you found some of this useful. Again, please, if you're a student doing a Year 12 subject, keep your eye out for that information coming in the mail about the GAT, and then watch for an email during the holiday break that'll give you details about where you need to come to on Wednesday, October the 7th for the GAT. Thanks everyone.